Hey traders, Gavin McMaster here from Options Trading IQ, and today we're looking at cash secured puts made easy. Just a quick reminder that everything discussed is for educational purposes only, is general in nature and does not take into account your personal circumstances. So cash secured puts are a straightforward yet effective strategy, ideal for traders who want to generate consistent income while potentially acquiring stocks at a discount. Cash secured puts allow you to collect option premium and set yourself up to buy shares at a lower price. Today, you'll learn everything you need to know about cash secured puts, from the basics to practical tips. A cash secured put is an option strategy where you sell a put option on a stock while keeping enough cash in your account to buy the stock if you're assigned. By selling a put, you're agreeing to buy shares at a predetermined price if the stock falls to or below that price by expiration. In return for taking on this obligation, you receive a premium upfront. This strategy allows traders to potentially acquire stocks at a discount or simply earn income if the option expires worthless. It's called cash secured because the funds needed to buy the shares are set aside, ensuring you can fulfill the obligation if required. Imagine you sell a put option for XYZ stock with a strike price of 50 and the premium received is $2 per share. If XYZ stock remains above 50 by expiration, you keep the $200 in premium. If XYZ stock falls below 50, you'll have to buy 100 shares at $50 each, but your net cost basis is $48 per share. Let's look at some examples. Let's say we're happy to buy Disney at $90 per share sometime between now and November 15th. If we sell that option, we receive around $180 in premium, and looking at our payoff graph, we can see that's the maximum potential profit. If the stock drops below 90, we'll have to buy 100 shares at $90 per share, and our average cost basis will be 88.2, which is the strike price less the premium received. I have a little cash secured put calculator that I use, a little Excel calculator. Some of you may have a copy of this already. All we have to do is fill in the cells in green, and we get some data at the bottom here. The two numbers I'm really interested in are the decrease to our break-even price and the annualized return. I want these to be acceptable for the underlying that I'm looking at. And here we're looking at a 7% decrease to our break-even price. So effectively, if we do buy the shares, we're getting it at a 7% discount from where it's trading today. And our annualized return, if it expires worthless, is about 46% annualized. So that's a really healthy return. Let's compare that with a higher volatility underlying. We'll try and keep the delta roughly the same here. We're looking at a 27 delta. So here's the 28 delta on PLTR. The stock price is lower. If we sell that option, we get about $1.60. And if we use our calculator, we'll get our data. So here we're getting about a 9% decrease to break even, but we're getting a much higher annualized return because the stock has a higher beta, high volatility. It's a bit more risky, and then therefore we want to get compensated for that risk. So the option premiums are a bit higher. So again, with this example, we receive $160 in option premium. If the stock stays above 40, that's ours to keep, and that's our profit. If the stock drops below 40, we get assigned at 40. We have to buy 100 shares. It's going to cost us $4,000, and our net purchase price is 38.4. Some benefits of cash secured puts. They provide income generation, so it allows you to earn a premium upfront. If you're comfortable owning the stock at the strike price, this strategy can provide regular income, especially in relatively stable or rising markets. You can buy stocks at a discount. By selling a put, you set yourself up to potentially buy the stock at a lower price than its current market value. Your cost basis is further reduced by the option premium received. Compared to naked puts where you don't have the cash set aside, a cash secured put reduces risk since you're prepared to purchase the stock. Plus, you can choose stocks you're comfortable holding long term. Flexibility. If the stock price falls but doesn't dip too much, you can also decide to roll the put option by extending the expiration date to collect more premium or adjust the strike price as needed. And I've got a video which I'll link below on rolling cash secured puts that you might be interested in. This provides flexibility to adjust your position based on market movements. Some of the risks are the potential losses if the stock falls sharply. While selling cash secured puts can be a lower risk strategy compared to other options, there is still the possibility of significant losses if the stock price plummets. If the stock drops well below the strike price, you could be forced to buy shares at a much higher price than their market value. The maximum profit you can make from selling a cash secured put is the premium you receive when selling the option. Unlike buying a stock where the potential upside is unlimited, your profit is capped in this situation. So no matter how high the stock goes, the most you can profit is the option premium that you receive. This strategy works best for steady or slowly rising markets, but it won't capture all the gains if the stock makes a big upward move. Tying up capital. When selling a cash secured put, you need to set aside enough cash to buy the stock if the option is exercised. This can tie up a significant amount of capital, especially if you're trading higher price stocks. While this capital is reserved, it can't be used for other investments or trades. Now, one thing I do with my cash secured puts is while that cash is tied up, I actually look to invest it in a high yield savings account or T-bills. So that can generate further cash, particularly with interest rates being a bit higher. We can generate cash on our cash that's been set aside. Market volatility and implied volatility. Cash secured puts are sensitive to market volatility. If there's a sudden spike in volatility, option premiums might increase, potentially making it more expensive to adjust or roll positions. High implied volatility can be beneficial when selling puts because it means you receive a higher premium. However, it also signals increased risk, so it's essential to assess the market environment and be cautious when selling puts in a highly volatile market. Let's talk about choosing the right stocks and strike prices. First, you want to stick to stable, well-known companies. When selling cash secured puts, it's best to choose companies with strong fundamentals and a solid track record. Opt for businesses you wouldn't mind owning if the put gets assigned. Look for companies with steady earnings, established brand presence, and manageable debt levels. This reduces the risk of holding underperforming stocks. Personally, I typically avoid highly volatile growth stocks and recent IPO companies, and I'll stick to more blue chip stocks and ETFs. Understand strike prices. The strike price determines the level at which you might be obligated to buy the stock. Choosing a conservative strike price can provide a buffer against market downturns. Generally, you should pick a strike price at a level where you'd be happy owning the stock, ensuring your strategy aligns with your investment goals. Now, the further away from the money you go, the lower you put your strike price, the less premium you're going to receive, but the bigger buffer that you're going to have. It's all about finding a balance and something that works for you. You might like to start looking at around the 25 to 30 delta is a good place to start. Assess implied volatility. Implied volatility affects the premium you earn while selling puts. Higher IV typically means higher premiums, but also indicates greater uncertainty about the stock's future price. While higher premiums can mean better income, they also come with more risk. Aim for a balanced approach by understanding the IV trends and how they fit your risk tolerance. We looked at two examples earlier, one on Disney and one on PLTR. Let's look at another example on ARM, which is a very highly volatile stock. You can see here we're selling the 142 put. Again, it's around that 28 delta that we looked at previously on the other two stocks. But look at the premium we're receiving, about $525. That's our maximum profit. And if we plug that into our calculator, I'll leave the Disney example there, and I'll put this one here. Now, this company reports earnings on November 6th. So for that reason, the implied volatility is through the roof at the moment. And you can see here we're getting a 10% margin for error and a massive 155% annualized return if it expires worthless. Now, that's an amazing return, but it comes with risk because we're trading a short-term option over earnings and it's a highly volatile stock. There's a chance this stock could drop 15, 20% after its earnings announcement. So you have to understand what type of put you're trading, what type of company you're trading. And I'm not saying one's better than the other, but just understand the risks and the return. When you're getting a really, really high return, it's because the risks are higher. Risk and return go hand in hand with cash secured puts. Let's talk about managing cash secured puts. The first thing you can do is roll down and or out. So sometimes the stock price might move close to your short strike, increasing the likelihood of assignment. To manage this, you can roll your position by closing the existing put and selling a new one at a different strike or later expiration. So our initial trade would be a sell to open trade. If we're going to roll, we would do a buy to close trade to close out the initial one. We'd choose a new option at a different strike and potentially a different expiration date, and we would sell to open that new one. Rolling down allows you to move to a lower strike price for a safer position, while rolling out extends the trade duration, giving the stock more time to recover. Monitor stock price movement. Continuously monitor the underlying stock's performance. Keep an eye on important levels like support and resistance, and I'd add moving averages there as well. If the stock drops below your strike price, decide whether you want to take ownership or adjust the position. Staying updated with news and earnings reports can help anticipate sudden price moves and help you better manage your position. I've actually got another video on rolling cash secured puts as well, which you might like to check out. I'll pop that down in the description below. Set up alert and exit plans. It's essential to have an exit plan before entering any trade. Set alerts for price levels near your strike price so you can act quickly. Whether you plan to let the option expire, roll it, or take ownership, having a predetermined strategy helps avoid emotional decisions during market fluctuations. Utilizing automated alerts makes it easier to stick to your plan and adjust trades when necessary. Some tips for trading cash secured puts. Use longer expiration dates. Selling puts with longer expirations can generate more premium, but at the cost of slower time decay. 30 to 60 days to expiration is a good sweet spot, but consider longer term trades as well. Let's look at some examples. So the first one we're going to look at is a 2-week trade on JP Morgan, November 15th expiration date. We're generating about $1.80 in premium. That's our maximum profit. And let's plug that into our calculator. See here, we've got a 5% margin for error and a 19% annualized return, which is pretty good. Let's compare that with a December option, which is about 45 days to expiration. You can see now we're generating $375 roughly in premium. And if we plug that into our calculator, we'll get our return numbers. Slightly higher decrease to break even, and still a 12 to 13% annualized return. Let's look at one last example. Going longer term. Now this isn't going to be for everybody because the time decay is very slow, but it can make for a fairly low stress trade. You can see here we're generating nearly $800 in premium, which brings our break-even price way down below 207, but our time decay is very slow, so our annualized return is going to be much lower. So everything with options is a trade-off. Here we're getting a higher decrease to our break-even, but a lower annualized return. So I'm not saying any of these are better than the other, it just depends on your style. Some people might prefer the longer term trade that moves a bit slower, doesn't need to be managed as often. Other people might prefer the 2-week style of trade, and a good sweet spot for a lot of people would be this one, around 45 days to expiration. Another good tip is to diversify your trades. Don't put all your cash secured puts into a single stock. Diversification helps spread risk and ensures that your entire portfolio isn't overly affected by one stock's performance. Consider ETFs to reduce stock-specific risk as well. So there's loads of great ETFs with great option volume, SPY, QQQ, IWM, and then some of the sector ETFs like XLK, XLF, country ETFs like EEM, EWZ, EWG, lots of great ETFs that you can do cash secured puts on. In conclusion, selling cash secured puts is a straightforward yet effective strategy for trading options. By understanding how to select the right stocks and manage positions, traders can take advantage of this method to potentially acquire stocks at a discount while earning regular premiums. Once assigned, traders can sell covered calls and turn the position into a wheel trade. And I've got a good video on the wheel that you might like to check out. I'll pop that in the description as well. Always remember to focus on risk management, especially in volatile markets, and adjust your trades as needed. With a well-planned approach, cash secured puts can be a valuable tool in any trader's toolkit. Thanks for watching. Reach out anytime with questions and have a great day.